Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies. And this is Ark Substitute from the Encyclopedia of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey. Ark Substitute. The chest or coffer which contains a part of the furniture and is used in ceremonies of a chapter of Royal Archmasons and in council of select masters according to the American system, is called by Masons the Substitute Ark, to distinguish it from the other Ark, that which was constructed in the wilderness under the direction of Moses, and which is known as the Ark of the Covenant. This, the Substitute Ark, was made to represent under circumstances that are recorded in the Masonic traditions, and especially in those of the Select Master. The Ark used in Royal Arch and Cryptic Masonry in this country is generally of this form. Piduk of the Authority of Lightfoot contends that, as an ark was indispensable to the Israelitish worship, there was in the Second Temple an ark which had been expressly made for the purpose of supplying the place of the first or original ark, and which, without possessing any of its prerogatives or honors, was of precisely the same shape and dimension, and was deposited in the same place. The Masonic legend, whether authentic or not, is simple and connected. It teaches that there was an ark in the Second Temple, but that it was neither the Ark of the Covenant, which had been in the Holy of Holies of the First Temple, nor one that had been constructed as a substitute for it after the building of the Second Temple. It was an ark which was presented to us in the Select Master's degree, and which, being an exact copy of the Mosaical Ark, and intended to replace it in case of its loss, which is best known to Freemasons as the Substitute Ark. Lightfoot gives these Talmudic legends in his prospect of the temple in the following language. It is fancied by the Jews that Solomon, when he built the temple, foreseeing that the temple should be destroyed, caused very obscure and intricate vaults underground to be made, wherein to hide the ark when any such danger came, that howsoever it went with the temple, yet the ark, which was the very life of the temple, might be saved. And they understand that passage in 2 Chronicles 35:3. Josiah said unto the Levites, Put the holy ark into the house which Solomon the son of David did build, etc. As if Josiah, having heard by the reading of Moses' manuscript, and by Huda's prophecy of the danger that hung over Jerusalem, commanded to convey the ark into this vault, that it might be secured. And with it, say they laid upon Aaron's rod the pot of manna and the anointing oil. For while the ark stood in its place upon the stone mentioned, they held that Aaron's rod and the pot of manna stood before it. But now were all conveyed into obscurity, and the stone upon which the ark stood lay over the mouth of the vault. But Rabbi Solomon, which useth not ordinarily to forsake such traditions, hath given a more serious loss upon the place, namely, that whereas Manasseh and Ammon had removed the ark of its habitation, and set up images and abominations there of their own, Joshua speaketh to the priests to restore it to its place again. What became of the ark at the burning of the temple by Nebuchadnezzar, we read not. It is most likely it went to the fire also. However it sped, it was not in the Second Temple, and is one of the 5 choice things that the Jews reckoned wanting there. Yet they had an ark there also of their own making, as they had a breastplate of judgment, which, though they both wanted the glory of the former, which was given of oracles, yet did they stand current as to the other matters of their worship, as the former breastplate and ark had done. The ideal of the concealment of an ark and its accompanying treasures always prevailed in the Jewish church. The account given by the Talmudist is undoubtedly mythical, but there must, as certainly, have been some foundation for the myth. For every myth has a stratum of truth. The Masonic tradition differs from the rabbinical, but is in every way more reconcilable with truth, or at least with probability. The ark constructed by Moses, Aholiab and Bezaleel, was burned at the destruction of the first temple, but there was an exact representation of it in the second. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Roses. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.